Good day, viewers. Please like, comment, and share my video. Thank you. I still have an indices equation or indicial equation, and I am asked to find the value of x. Now, let us get started. I have 5 raised to the power of 2x minus 26 raised to the power, or 5 raised to the power of x plus 25 equals to 0. So in this case, I have minus 26 here and I have 25. But what I can only relate this equation is I have 5 raised to the power of 2x and I have 5 raised to the power of x. Now let me call 5 raised to the power of x as, let me say, m. Now let me call it m. Now by saying let m equals to 5 raised to the power of x, for instance. Now anywhere I see 5 raised to the power of x, I can easily substitute with m. Now here I have 5 raised to the power of x and I still have 2. So it's now going to be equal to 5 raised to the power of 2, then minus 26. I have 5 raised to the power of x, I can now put m, then plus 25 equals to 0. So in this case, I have a quadratic equation. And we know the method of solving quadratic equation. We have factorization method. So let us use factorization method because it's one of the methods of solving quadratic equation. Now let us use factorization method. Now let my factors be, 25 minus 25 and multiply by minus 1. Now let me use minus 25 and minus 1 as my factors, because minus 25 multiplied by minus 1 is going to be 25, and again minus 25 minus 1 is now going to be equal to minus 26, and this is the right factor. So by saying m raised to the power of 2, so I have minus 25 and minus 1 is now going to be minus 25, but I have m here. My 26 is having m, so it's going to be minus 25m, then minus 1, but I have 5. Sorry, I have m, so I can now put minus m plus 25 to be equal to 0. Because this is minus 1, is going to be minus m. So that is it. So I can easily put these two in a bracket, these two in a bracket, and the other two in a bracket. So what did I have here common, and I also have it here common, is m. I can factor m out. M, open bracket, m minus 25. Then I have minus here, I will put minus. What did I have common here, and I have common here is 1. It's going to be minus 1, open bracket, m. Because I have minus here and I have plus here, I can easily put minus here, minus 25. This is very important, because whenever you factorize any quadratic equation and what you have in a bracket are different, meaning what you did is wrong. So, and I have the same thing in a bracket, it means what I am doing is right. So I have m and minus 1 outside. I can easily put them inside a bracket. Then I will pick one bracket here, which is m minus 25 to be equal to 0. Now it shows that either this bracket or this bracket, one of them is equal to 0. Now let me put all of them equal to 0. M minus 1 to be equal to 0, or m minus 25 to be equal to 0. I can easily make m subject. My m1 is now going to be equal to 1, because minus 1 crossing the equality sign is going to be 1, and m2 is now going to be equal to minus 25 crossing the equality sign is going to be 25. Now these are the values of m from where I let m to be equal to 5 raised to the power of x. Now let me substitute back m into this particular expression. Now let me call it star. Now equation star, I can now easily say m1 to be equals to, what is my m1? My m1 is 1, or I will now say m1 implies 1 to be equals to, now what is the other right hand side is 5 raised to the power of x. Now how can I make 1 and 5 have the same basis? By saying 5 raised to the power of 0 is 1, which is equals to 5 raised to the power of x. Now let me write it here up. I have the same basis as 5 and 5. I can now easily equate the power by saying 0 to be equals to x, and this implies x1 to be equals to 0. Now substituting the second value of m, which is 25, I will now write m2 implies 25 to be equals to what? To be equals to 5 raised to the power of x. 5 raised to the power of x. From here, I can easily say 5 multiplied by 5 is 25. By saying 5 multiplied by 5 is equals to 25, equals to 5 raised to the power of x. Now 5 is now going to be 5 raised to the power of 2 to be equals to 5 raised to the power of x. Now in the same basis, I can now easily equate the power by saying 2 to be equals to x. And this implies, or therefore, I am going to have x to be equals to 2. Now, for the values of x that I am asked to find, x1 is now going to be equals to 0, and x2 is now going to be equals to 2. Now, why is it the values of x are 2? Because from our indicial equation, we are able to generate a quadratic equation, and that is the reason why our values of x are 2. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, follow, like, comment my video. Thank you.